Welcome back, I'm Multimeteor, and in this video I'm going to be talking a little bit about the next tournament that I am putting together. It is going to be played in Cockatrice as the other tournaments that I've been putting together, and it will be Ravnica themed, just like the two other tournaments that I've put together. This time around, though, we won't be getting boosters from certain sets. But we will be getting boosters from, like some custom boosters that I've made. And the reason for this is that it's the tournament is called Guild Allegiance. And that is because you choose a guild, and then you get 3 boosters which have been custom made for this particular guild. So. I've chosen, or I've taken cards from all the different Ravnica related sets except for Dragon's Maze, because I made the preparations for this a couple of months back, and also I think it's probably best to keep Dragon's Maze out of it, just for now at least, until we know a little bit more about the implications of how the cards play out and so on. Anyways. What I did then is that I made boosters where I picked a random rare from either from the set that included, for example, if you were to get an Izzet booster, you would get a let me see. Okay, what's a better example that I can remember? Okay, if you chose Golgari, for example, you would get a Ravnica, the City of Guilds, or you would get a rare from either Ravnica, City of Guilds, or from Return to Ravnica, and in the off chance that I rolled everything, by the way, so I randomized every little aspect of this thing, so nothing was put together or changed by my will in that sense. I only put out the frameworks for how to build up these boosters, and there's a slight chance that you might get a if you have a Golgari booster, that you get a random black rare or a random green rare, but there's a bigger chance that you get a Golgari related rare from either Ravnica, City of Guilds, or Return to Ravnica, and so on and so forth. And then there's 3 uncommons, and there in the uncommons there's a slight chance that you might get an extra rare which is not related to that guild, but is one of those 2 colors that the guild has. So lots of different randomizations and wild cards put into it. I made 12 boosters for each guild, and that means that there's room for 4 people playing one guild, and I think I have enough boosters for a total of 40 people playing, and I can make more, but I think I put the cap at 32 players, and I don't expect anywhere near as many players to join in. But it would be fun either way around. Let's see. But here's an example of what you could get. For example, if you get an Izzet booster, you could get one where the rare was Firemind's Foresight. The uncommon was uncommons was Nat Alley Creeper, Street Spasm, and a wild card, 5 Alarm Fire. And the commons: Convolute, Cobble Brute, Seal of Fire, Torch Drake, Wee Dragonauts, Sandstorm Eidolon, Petrohydrox, Ember Beast, Massive Raid, and Terrarion as an artifact. And there's a land in every one of them, a special land in every booster, and in this case it would be a Transguild Promenade. Another example could be if you got a Celestia booster. You could get as the rare a Mother Worm. You could get as the uncommon Crash Landing, Gobbling Ooze, and Savage Search. And then as the commons, Sundering Growth, Celestia Signet, Shielded Passage, Conclave's Blessing, Seeds of Strength, Wild Size, Common Bond, Centaur Healer, Ice in the Skies, and as as an artifact, Armored Transport, and as the land, Celestia Guildgate. So you get three random boosters from the guild that you choose, and then you build a deck which is completely themed around that guild. So I'm going to try to make something along the lines of keep track of the score of people playing certain guilds. And at the end, we're going to see, on top of who wins, we're also going to see which guild did the best in terms of score. But in terms of the tournament, it's going to be a little different. It's going to be a Swiss tournament, and there's going to be 5 preliminary rounds. And I kind of got the idea from the Flush tournament that I played in, the Duels of the Planeswalkers Magic 2013 tournament that I just finished up playing in, and I kind of like that idea because it gives everyone 5 best of 3 matches to kind of start off with, and then the best 8 players will continue off into or the highest scoring 8 players will continue off into an elimination round. So yeah, there's that, and that is pretty much the basics of it all. I'll try to see if I can find a prize for this tournament as well. It's probably going to be a Steam game or something along those lines, because it's the easiest to pass out when the tournament is over, rather than me having to send you stuff. But I might change it up and do something even more extravagant or whatever. I do have some options. I have different things that I can do. So, yeah, not too sure about it now, but there is going to be a prize, and it's not going to be. It's going to be a decent prize. But what it is, we'll have to see. Anyways, aside from that, let me think. There is the issue of, does Cockatrice even work anymore? And yes, it does. It does work, but it requires us to play on certain servers rather than the standard server, the default server. So if you guys join in, I will send you all the details, and I have very capable people helping me out who usually play in these tournaments, and they keep up with the news concerning Cockatrice. So we'll make sure that there's a place to play, and we'll make sure that everything will work out somewhat smoothly. So yeah. Don't want to make this video any longer than necessary, but just wanted to make this quick video so you had you had a chance to join in if you want to check it out at least, and I sincerely hope that you will. I think I'm going to close the I'm probably going to close the sign up page on Monday the 30th. Monday the 29th of April, just to make sure that we can get this going rather quickly. But if you sign up, then as soon as if you sign up, it will help tremendously if you go to the discussion page on the challenge page. And by the way, if you want to sign up, it's on Challenge, and I'll provide a link in the description, or else it's just challenge, CHALLONGE.com/Guild Allegiance with capital G, capital A. But I'll provide the link in the description nonetheless. But if you sign up, it will help tremendously if you go to the discussion and write which guild you're interested in playing, so everybody gets a sense of of how many people are playing different guilds. And one thing that I would like to point out is that since you're getting only guild relevant cards, there's no really bad guild. It's all a matter of how you build the decks. So and the cards that you get, of course. But every deck will be slightly stronger than in a normal draft, or maybe even much stronger. because you don't have all the filler cards that you have to make your way through and siphon through to make sure that you get like a decent amount of playable cards in your basic deck. So everything from Dimir to Gruul to Orzhov and so on and so forth is going to be very, very viable options if you're a decent player and you know how to put together a great deck. So, and I can make sure I can tell you and assure you that there are enough good rares and uncommons in most of the boosters, which makes for the possibility of getting really, really good cards no matter which guild you choose. So yeah, I really hope you guys are interested, and I hope you guys will join in. There is a cap at 32 players, but so far we've been around 10 players, a little less sometimes for each tournament, and I would like to see it climb to, let's say, 16. At least. And anybody who's interested are welcome to contact me either on YouTube, write me a message write me a private message, or write me a write me a comment in the comment section. You're welcome to send me an email, or you're welcome to send me a PM through Challenge as soon as you sign up, and I'll help you guys figure out how everything works. It does also help to familiarize yourself with Cockatrice a little bit. If you're familiar with Magic the Gathering, either through Magic 2013 or the other Duels of the Planeswalkers games, or if you've actually played the game or Magic Online or something, then that should be enough to at least get into the game. Of course, there is a slight bit of an advantage if you know the cards already, but at least consider this as part of the fun. If you have a sense of Magic the Gathering, either from one of the digital games or the paper Magic, you will have a sense of, when you see the cards, how good they might be. At least for starters, and then comes all the metagame things about which other cards could be circulating between the other players and so on. But don't worry too much about this. It's a friendly environment. Everybody is very helpful. Everybody is more interested in having good matches than just destroying their opposition in the tournament. So don't worry too much about it. It's competitive to a point, but it's also very friendly. So please join in if you're even the slightest bit interested and you think you have time for it, because we'd love to see new players. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'm Multimeteor, and hopefully we'll get this going soon. Later.